And here we are. Hello and welcome everybody. My name is John Ferguson. You already know me as a start animator. And welcome to the live stream. Once again, we are back here drawing and doing animation. If you are new here, just a quick little run around, a little bit of information. We have done some animations. You can absolutely go and look for those animations over on my channel. And we are now starting to do a fight scene between one animation, which is called Unhuman, and the other one that is called, which is the Cat Tiger Girl, which is under the name Reloading Animation. And that's what we are going to do today. I usually have a rant when I speak, when I do these sort of like talking points, but I'm actually gonna jump that today. I'm gonna just do the rant as well as I draw instead. Was a recommendation from a lot of not a lot of people, just from another person going like, hey, you probably shouldn't do this single layer rant, but I semi enjoy it, because that also means that later on, if people start coming early, we can take questions in the beginning, we can start talking about stuff during the day. But I understand, I'm gonna try a whole new thing. I'm gonna rant during the time that I'm sitting here drawing. So without further ado, we're just gonna jump in. We're gonna go and look. Here we are. Last time we did some animation from this very point, when they have landed on the wall and coming up. So, as such, I'm also going to switch later on, looking over the shoulder. So, we do have an animation before this. I'm just going to jump into my other screen as well. So far, so good. My computer is not dying, and everything just checks out fine. We have gotten much better weather now also. I'm not sweating as much. I'm not in any sort of panic that I'm going to die of heat stroke or that matter. So we have quite a lot. See how much we have done so far. Very nice. And I got a question before as well. How long will this take? It will take as long as possible. As long as it needs to be. But we are going to get to this one. We're gonna just place these ones over here. So this is when the character comes from the side of the screen and lands here. It's gonna be some special effects also being drawn as well, but from start to finish. We will not take this one. So what is the plan then? Well, the plan is, as we can see, it's coming in, is that we have done the 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're gonna have, I think this is quite good when it comes to pacing. We're doing this in 12 frames per second. We have also the other one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I had, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we have this. And I don't think I need to have one in between here. So that actually looks quite good. But we are gonna go to the other one. I just need you to double check. It takes, I'm here each and every week and do this. Doing this sort of animation. But there is one, I'm gonna take this one. And I think I had here. To here. Let us start from here. Place these to the sides. If you could see the other side over there, there is like a bunch of papers. But yeah, it's not that hot anymore. And I have my fan on the other side of the room, so we're not blasted with that sound. My only fan. As we can see from this point, it's a jack. There's a little pickup there. So 1, 2, 3, we need a 4, 5, we need a 6. We're gonna add those ones in immediately, and as soon as we added those ones in, we're gonna check for the other ones as well. So we want this to be kind of slow, and then we can add more frames if we need it to be just a little bit more tighter. So we're gonna take away this one, and we are gonna take up the secondary one. Here we go. We're gonna also we're gonna switch anything. I usually tell which pencils I use. I use an H2 pen. There are also much thinner ones, but I always love the H2. You can't see it because it's been used so bloody well, so I sometimes have to just angle it correctly. So we can see the hiccup there. Just doing some light dents in. So I don't have much of actually a rant, as well as I'm continue doing the arts. What I do have, though, is that it's finally a little bit better. My vacation just started, hurrah, we say. And the most fun part, as I think, as vacations comes, is that I've been not having like any sort of work before this. I was this is kind of when it started again. If you're new here, we as a collective, there was a decision on my mind that I always have done animation. I always enjoy animation, especially the old school parts. Thanks to getting the opportunity once to sit down and do sitting down and having an opportunity in class to just do any sort of like animation or just do a project, and I decided to do animation because it was something that I was already interested in. I was a super nerd when it came to like Disney animations, and wanted so badly to just do my own animation, since I have just vivid, like incredible sort of not incredible animation not incredible animation hold on, it's coming to me. I was looking for my eraser, actually. There we are. It's behind me. Fantasy, creativity, and I've been drawing since that gymnasium, since that, like, what would it be, high school-ish. I felt like I wanted to increase that sort of knowledge and increase my way of drawing. So I started to do animation instead. So I started to do animation, and then it stuck with me ever since. And much better. So this one is going all the way up here. I have that one up there. So I'm just doing sort of like guidelines a little bit. It's gonna be perfect? Of course not. Nothing is perfect, but that's also the point. We want the movement to work first. We want the movement to work with us. As Nolan intended. Has anyone seen The Odyssey? Yet? And on IMAX? As Nolan intended? Actually, so we are going to put the hand somewhere about there instead. Put 6 up there. I think that's quite okay, just to get the movement in. Doing anything too heavy. I just want to have the head moving the way I want it to. One, we take a 2, we take a 3, we take a 4. Yeah, for those of you who do not know, I'm still doing this in my bloody kitchen. because there is no other way to do it. Of course there's 1,000 ways to do it. No, this was 4, my idiot. I'm way ahead of myself. I'm using also the wrong eraser, but it's the one eraser I have. I don't know where the other one is. Is that also the creative mind thing? Just so we can all like get a bearing of something? Is that when you lose something, you lose your like eraser, your favorite pen, a sketch that you have been doing, you are working on it and then you put it away somewhere and all of a sudden it's not there, or it just visibly disappeared. I'm going to take the other one. And it's just not there. I wish that I had like a working space, but even though I would have a working space, I always am the sort of person that always, if I am creative and I'm creative in that moment, it's very difficult for me to stay in one place. I grab a notepad and then I go. What I do think here is that we are needing to do, we're just gonna mark this as here we go. I'm dyslexic, this is for me, not for anybody else. Because I noticed that from the distance here and here to then there, it's not the same. It should actually be sort of more to like getting inwards right here. So I could do that, but I want the face to kind of work for the moment now. So there, but no, I always seem to lose stuff as well, which is just very annoying. But again, I think that's a part of the artist life, isn't it? Ain't it? The never have enough paper, never have the best pencil. Always one short. One eye is out of fucking bounds. sort of should do though. So that's not a bad idea actually. I never really thought about it, but I think that would be a bigger effect. What I'm thinking about is that when they are coming out of here, they're gonna push it with the other arm, so they are like, as they have like crushed, gotten in, they use this arm to push away from the wall that they're at or landed upon. I don't know if someone asked me this, but the way I'm doing shoulders is just I want to have an idea over where I want the shoulder pads to be. I call these shoulder pads the shoulders. Six. Let's see where we are. I'm right now just focusing on our face. I'm not gonna care that much about, here comes the arm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just have an understanding. That would be a much better. Go through the body a little bit more later on, because that's gonna sell a little bit more when they are coming up as well. That's perfect. I am annoyed. I'm just going to erase this so I actually do know what I'm gonna do. Because usually when I do animation, I do it in two ways. Number one, I put in stuff where when I do the reels and go through them, I make sure that I have the numbers and I make sure which frame we're talking about. Usually I can see the frames by just the pictures and which one looks to be wrong. Now I'm doing the arm anyways. For funsies. And we are going to take up the rest of the frames. interesting. Let us do the count. Because I do feel oh no, this is what I mean. Look at this. Holes are not matching. It's because this one is the wrong. And it's not wrong in a sense of way that, how would I explain this in a very mature way? It's not wrong because I cut it wrong. It's wrong because if I were to, as I think I've explained before, if I were to put it under a scanner, under someone, and then drawing it from there, it would be not aligned. I need to see if I can find one of those just portable scanners. Those would be fun to have, or just good to have. So, what we have here then. They're obviously tilting their back. And opening their eyes. What I want to do, since it is 7, and then we have 8, and then we have 9, 2 frames between here. Let's just see if we have the frame count on this. We have the 1, we have the 2. We have the 3. We have the 4. We have the 5. We have the 6. We have the 7. We have this. We have the 6, and we have the 7. Now, then we're gonna do 8, 9, and 10. 8, 9, and 10. Then we're gonna add some more in between those. But I want them to tilt their head back, and on the 9th, on the 8th, they're still gonna be like still reaching like back. We still see a little bit more of the collarbones, and their head is gonna be tilting back, but their eyes are still going to be they're still gonna be shut, still gonna be closed. A little bit of coffee. Brilliant. And we go on. And as we come back, we are gonna actually put the jacket on these characters, and I am going to use, I used the H pen before. No, I used the HB pen before. We're gonna use an H pen this time. Get a little bit more fun. You know, sort of fun that we have here. This is correct. So I want to start with doing the 8. Oh my god, that's a horrible 8. It's an 8. It's an 8 nonetheless. And we are going to just mark. Here we have the face. So we're still gonna mark just kind of where it needs to be. As they're doing like the turn as well. completely. Where it's supposed to be. Well, some people are popping in, but they're jogging out later on. Oh well. As I told people before, no matter if many people come, no matter if no one arrives, I will still do my animation. Because if no one gonna do the art, nothing will happen, so someone better do it. This is just for me. I would... I've been trying to explain this to people, but it's that sort of... I could do this without filming, but then I would go up and out and up and out. It would just go back and forth a lot. But when I do it in front of, like, if I do it on YouTube, as I do it right now, it becomes easier to do it, because then I actually stay, then I actually see myself doing some animation, then I have a whole nother purpose. Hello, welcome to the show. Glad to see you're here already. We are doing some just fixing some in-betweens. And seeing if we can find the sweet spots. So now we're gonna kick in frame 9. Lovely to see you. I need to just check. 1, 2, 3. We're gonna ignore this. I need to recheck something. The head is not completely correct either, but it is the sacrifice I need to take. Because this one is, we are going to 9. Not final of in-betweens. It is so we get all the movements correct. We get the timing and the speed just the way we want it, because then we can add in either more frames and not have to either erase or work as difficult. Not make the work too difficult to do. This is why it looks the way it does. And it's to, well, not only is it to just save sort of time, it is so much to do with making sure that when we are doing the finalized movement, that we have all the movements, you know, being correct, being where we want them to be, the way that we want them to move. Yeah, And in this one we still want the sort of eye to nearly, I'm just gonna throw it in here actually, just in line of being open, because they have their eyes, in my mind they have their eyes sort of like closed all the way through here. I'm also gonna check how to do the mouths as well. I do have a bunch of sketches, not that I have done, but from other models, from other people who have drawn like their specific how they do mouths and teeth and that sort of thing in different angles. So we're gonna find out. Oh my god, that was a big. Kind of nearly reached a point, so I want to have their shoulder just just about. Inks and colors, yes, thank you. That was a long time ago and I wish I could do them again. I do still have some cell animations still laying about, but it takes so long to clean them as well. It's just to do cell animation, it's so fun to do. That's the number one thing. This is why I want to kind of do it again. But it is just that if you have no proper way of cleaning them or reusing them, it's starting to fall. It becomes really difficult because they don't sell them as they used to do, because they used to be overhead papers that you can do them on, and they don't have those anymore. They've done dislodged them or taken them away from stock because they are just the perfect amount as well. It's a flat surface, and then on the other side it's a little bit more rough, so the paint and the markings still stay. I do still have about 1,000 left, but 1,000 is not gonna be enough. I'm gonna take away this mouth. It's disturbing me. Still gonna keep the nose though. Yeah, and anything of that sort of I still want to have the arms sort of still there, so there still is like movement. It doesn't always have to move. It's I always think of when I go back and look at who am I looking for? Just hold on. I'm doing that down. I'm going through that in my head for the moment. Because I'm always obsessed with, how do we say, I'm always obsessed with that it doesn't always have to sit still. Animation can sometimes just move, so something always looks a little bit alive, even though it's just a couple of frames. Like a jacket or a hand or some eyes opening and closing. Oh my god, I'm trying to think of the animator that I'm thinking of. But I do not, but I don't remember. Don't remember. ears were there. I don't know why I placed ears on this model. I did on the other model. No, but as goes for everything, everyone has done something to help other artists to just find to help people out, and this is the same sort of thing. I help creativity flow, I hope, to continue doing animation. Let us see here. That will be enough. Yes, there we go. Just check my phone. Right. So let's just go through this because we have this as well. I think I need to recount these because there isn't a reaction. I probably need to do. The reaction is probably going to be a little bit faster. It's not going to be this. So we're probably gonna need to go back to these ones later on. I'm so sorry, microphone. So sorry, microphone. But we are going to take 1, 2, 3, 4. Just gonna check. Check this. All the heads also, again, doing this so all the movement is correct is the same sort of way of just looking at all the heads coming into the right place. This looks like, oh, this looks great. Super happy. And I can also see the arm sort of like pushing up. That we need to remind ourselves of. We're just gonna do a mark here. Shoulder goes up, so we kind of follow that, and the same is sort of with here. We sort of stay in that area. I'm quite happy with this. You're completely correct. Let me just see. Correct me or not, I'm not understanding to say 2000. I know, no. Yeah, if I said 2000 cells, I said it wrong. I had 1,000 cells. That means clear papers, clear plastic cells, and I used about, I think I used above 100 or 150 for one animation as well. I probably used more, and I have only cleaned about 50 of them. I still have some still some left, but I don't think they're up to that measurement as well. Because again, if I want to make it good, and this is what I'm saying, even if I'm making it 12 frames per second, that literally means that if we are coming up to 10 seconds, we're about 120 frames. So 120 frames already there, which means it's gonna be quite difficult to use some of that. And I've even saved some cell animations that I did a long time ago. So I do not have 2,000. I have less than probably 1,000 laying about somewhere. So if I have to say how many cells I do have left that I can still use to do cell animation, I would say probably 70. But also it takes time, and I need to find paint that will work, because you need to reapply them, because they don't. I do not know what sort of paint you should use. If anyone can figure that one out, it would be fun. It would be fun. I used a really expensive paint before when I did my cell animation, which is funny enough in the same universe. Yeah, but this is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take a short 10-minute break, and then I'm gonna come back, and then we're gonna do some more animation, and we continue from there. All right, everybody, I'll see you soon. Bye. And we have returned once again to do some animation. Now we're gonna do the jacket, and we're gonna do it frame by frame, and that's probably gonna be it for this fine live stream, at least for now. And as I've told before as well, my holiday has just started. I'm 2 weeks off from work, which means that I can work on this behind the scenes as well, which is always enjoyable. No, it is really great, which I'm going to go through a little bit more about, just some finer details, so we can be a little bit more on schedule as well. I do think that we're going to, it's quite a leap in between here. So right now as well, I'm using an H pen. I usually go through this with another pen, but thinking for now, I just want to just have enough wiggle room to do some erasing later on. Well, I needed to. And we also can find a little bit more movement in the jacket as well. Have the sleeve. Placing the other sleeve here. This is also going to help a little bit more with understanding where the arms are directed and where we have movement as well. This is fun. I'm not gonna cell animate this. If that is the if that is a wish, then I'll probably do it with another project instead, but this one will not be cell animated. This will be a quite bit longer. We are looking nearly at about 35 seconds, because there's also an ending scene that I want to do, which I haven't really figured out the movement to yet. I'm still working on that. Hopefully we can get it sort of done. I do think that I want this just to like land a little bit more down there and make it a little bit longer. So we're just gonna go cell by cell here. Frame by frame now. I'm stuck in the word cell. Still moving, but I kinda just gonna erase a little bit here. I do think that, yeah, now this will be better. I will be better. Here comes the arm. The arm. Yeah. I don't enjoy this. back to that later on. I'm just gonna make marks. Just gonna make a mess. Yeah, the model sheet. See if I can pick that up and show it. I do have some model sheets somewhere. Right now it's just a memorization of what I've done to the animation as well. So a lot of these drawings are still in my head because it is quite recent. So I don't have to really work that hard on going back to a model sheet of any kind. But I do agree, model sheets are always fun to have. Always fun to look at as well, so that also gives a little bit more inspiration. We are going to fix this since they are turning. Increase this one. So we have a lip. If it's not that dangerous, I think. I don't feel like that. This arm is completely out of whack as well. We're not going to do the whole jacket. I don't like this shoulder. So it's a lot of the body right here that when the jacket's coming on, I see that we are going to need readjust and fix. But we will continue anyways. That's what we do. We draw, we see, we fix, and we learn something. Learn something always, always. Listen, oh my god, I do beg myself pardon. It doesn't look that bad. And again, I have to fix the shoulder. Just a friendly reminder, do not forget to like and comment. And if you're watching this later on, don't forget to subscribe. Oh my god, that went too fast. Does it help? I don't know. Is it good? Yeah? I will be overjoyed. have it that way, we're actually gonna start taking it down like such. Starting to pull himself up a bit, so we're still gonna have this. It's going to start to pull up a bit. Since they are stretching, looks nice. See how far we've gotten. See the work for labor. I'm very quiet, I do apologize, but this is also what happens when I'm in a rush mood. Mode. Sorry, not mood, mode. Just 100% concentration. The last frame, everybody. Just gonna check. What the fuck is this? see that the body type is just completely different compared to some, which is concerning, but it's also the sketch. Which is the point, finding just the movement and then we add things to it. Right. Just let us just go through some of these. It looks all right. Jacket settle in. We still have to work on the body a little bit and just finalize that, but that means that we do at least, we go frame by frame. We maybe take 5 frames, we go through like this, going like, yeah, no, take this one away, redraw that, redo that. But for now, it's more about the movements, and a part of that would be the jacket as well, to just finalize that part. Four. As they are bending outwards, so whereas, well, that was that purpose. I'm not gonna forget that. Like when they're stretching their shoulders out too, so they become like a bigger profile. If that makes sense. But yeah, I think this looks great. I've done so well. Pat myself on the back. Very nice. I'll put down my pen, put down my eraser, and then I go to the ending screen as well. Right, that was fun. We did a little bit longer this time, I think. So I hope people enjoy this. If you're watching this later on as well, I hope you've reached to the end. I hope this was satisfying for any newcomers. In any case, it is now starting to be the holiday. I will work on this on behind the scenes as well. Not on the first week, there's a lot of things happening. I gotta go do a bit of travel, and then I'm gonna come back, and then I'm gonna go on an event as well. But on Sunday, as every time, it will start at 7. So that will be it. But it's a long way to go, and it's going to be, I mean, I'm enjoying this. It's the most fun I have to just sit down and to do animation and to see it build up. The whole process is the one I like the most, when you see it coming together, when you see everything just work, and when it will just stuff working together. Oh my god. Yeah, sure. That's a good joke. Thank you. So yeah, no, but again, thank you all so much for watching. Do not forget to like if you like this, comment if you have something to say, and don't forget to subscribe if you don't want to miss the next time as well. Every Sunday at 7 p.m. Central European Time. But until then, thank you all so much for watching. And remember, keep on drawing. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.